Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the A-Listers podcast, not a movie, the podcast where we review movies. I'm Jahsleighe Rochelle, your co-host, joined by the lovely Katherine Rowe. Katherine, how are you doing on this lovely day? What is an Oscar of your week? What is a Razzie of your week so far?
I'm doing amazing because I'm here talking about movies with you, which is always one of my favorite parts of the week. Um, but for my actual Oscar of the week, actually, it's related to the podcast. I was on the phone with my mom last week when she was driving home from work, and we just had a really lovely conversation, and we were chatting about the podcast. She's a listener. She enjoys it. She's a fan. Some could call her an A-lister, not me,
Wow.
but she is. But no, and we just had a really good conversation, and that was just one of my highlights of the week, was getting to talk to her. Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah, so shout out to one of our fans, Annette Rowe, mother in in Kentucky. And my Razzie for the week, I had to think about it. I haven't been having too many Razzies, but I was telling you before we got on the pod, I did have to go to 2 doctor's visits this weekend, and I was like, it's a lot back to back. Going to 2 in 2 days, I know it just knocks them out and it's good, but I was like, this is enough doctor's office for a while for me.
Yeah.
But overall, it was a good week. Probably like a 90, It's a good time. It did get cold again in New York yesterday, which was kind of a bummer. And I'm ready for springtime to be over and for it to just be a consistent weather this summer,
Summertime.
Yeah. But what about you? What's your Oscar and Razzie for the week?
Well, before we go to me, you're better than me because sometimes when it get cold, I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna turn on my Christmas movies and have a Christmas day. Okay. I did see something where it was like autumn and April, and I'm like, wait, like, should I put some cinnamon in my drink? Should I have a little autumn day? So, I mean, I say do it. I'm not gonna snitch. But April is almost gone. Can you believe it?
That's why I was like, why is it getting cold? It's basically May. Like, I don't...
Yeah.
It's not March anymore.
Yeah. But okay. Glad to hear. What was your Rotten Tomato score of the week? Did you
90?
say?
Mm-hmm. That is it.
Oh, my bad.
Okay. Good to know you're listening. I appreciate it.
My Razzie is that I wasn't listening. My Oscar of the week is I volunteered at the Atlanta Film Festival this weekend. Yeah, it's the 50th. Yeah, and it was fun. I got to meet some other cool people that, work in the industry or just other fun movie lovers. And then also because it was the Atlanta Film Festival and the movie Richard Jewell was filmed in Atlanta. And it was about the 1996 Olympics that took place in Atlanta. The lead actor, he came to visit. So it was kind of cool. It reminded me of my, honestly, SAB days when, like, we would hire somebody and you kind of had to, like, keep volunteering and, like, as they walked by, kind of gave that. So, yeah, it was cool. But the festival's still going on. And yeah, still some cool people are going to be there. The finale is they're going to show I Love Boosters, which Keke Palmer will pull going to be in that. Yeah. Yeah. I really want to see it, but I think that showing sold out. So have to wait till it comes out. But yeah, that was my Oscar. Met some cool people, got some free popcorn, got a shirt, got a badge.
Ooh, cute.
Yeah. Gotta pick up another shift. My Razzie of the week, my screen time went back up. I got it at like 4 hours, an average of 4 hours, and it went up to 6 hours. Because I'm subscribed to Harper's Bazaar and Vogue. And then I also have a book. I'm still reading People We Meet on Vacation. And I'm like, I'm not reading as much as I want to. And I'm like, well, I'm also... my screen time is up. So I'm like, I've been trying to put my phone away, and like I picked up my magazines and I've been reading. I know this is my Razzie. So my Razzie is my screen time going up, right. But I'm back reading People We Meet on Vacation, and Yes, last night I had a very good run. I was like, oh, I can't wait to finish this podcast so I can get back to my book.
Yeah, like, let's wrap it up.
It's like, okay, thank you. It was a good movie. Bye. But
we're out of here.
But yeah. No, last night I was good. I feared the book may be better than the movie. And I really enjoyed the movie too. But like, I don't know, like you just get a lot more details in a book than you have time for in the movie. So, but overall, I would say it was a pretty good week. Maybe like a 92.
Wow.
So yeah. But Katherine, are you watching anything other than Michael Jackson perusing on the stage?
Yeah, I watched a lot of, it is a word.
Okay.
Miss Columbia graduate? Yes.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, I mean, I watched a lot of Michael Jackson performances today. But no, I've been watching a lot of Irish TV shows recently, and I don't know why. I think they're really funny. I think they're good, like sitcom style. I can't remember if I mentioned this on the pod last week or not, but I've been watching this show called Bad Sisters. But that's what I've been watching this past week. Like when I go to the gym, when I'm on the treadmill, I've been watching like part of an episode there. It's really good though. I can't tell you what it's about because it would spoil it. But it's basically about these 5 sisters, and it's kind of like a dark comedy. But it's really very good. But what about you? What are you watching?
Nice. I'm still watching Paradise. Still on.
I do get regular updates from you about that. Yeah.
Yes. I'm on the season finale, but I only watched one episode yesterday because I'm trying to read the stuff that's around my apartment. But then I've also been watching this YouTube video a couple times. So it's actually a podcast, and it's, I think, the run through with Vogue or the run up with Vogue, something. But, you know, Devil Wears Prada 2 is coming out. And so on the latest episode, they had 3 former executive assistants to Anna Wintour. Yeah. And the person who is interviewing them is Chloe Malley, who is kind of like Anna Wintour's successor. She's also the daughter of, you've seen Bride of Wars, right?
Yeah.
You know the actress who played like the planner?
Sure.
Like she kind of gives Martha Stewart vibes.
Yeah.
Well, that's her daughter.
Okay.
But I think she also
the most
played
important character of that movie. Like, but
yeah, but like, you know,
I remember
the
her
lady.
role. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, but anyway, that's her daughter. And I think at one point that actress played Anna Wintour, like in a movie, or like the editor-in-chief of Vogue in that movie. But anyway, the YouTube video, she's asking them questions about their time as executive assistants to Anna Wintour, and it's pretty informative. Like you get some insights on like how they had to run around the office, and like 2 of the girls, they were like, yeah, I was running so much that like I was able to end up running like the New York Marathon like shortly after. Like it wasn't like I was running so much like I was putting in the miles, so I just decided to run a marathon. Like there were runners, and they were like, yeah, I was able to fit it in. So you get a lot of insight about their jobs, which was I really like it. Like I listen to a lot of fashion podcasts, and so I was like, okay, like this is informative. The comments though, they were like, the comments were like, we want the late 90s and early 2000s assistants to talk. We don't want anybody who's still on the Vogue payroll. Like we want the hard hitting stuff. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, like they just said that they've been running around the office that they could run the marathon, but okay. But I can see what they said, because like as far as like what they had to wear in the office, I think it was kind of like lenient. They even mentioned it. They were like, yeah, we didn't have to do like the pantyhose and like the super high heels. Like we didn't have to do that. So, but no, I thought it was very informative. You should check it out.
Yeah. No, that's cool. I'll have to watch that before we are talking about that. We're watching that movie for the next week's podcast. So
yeah,
we'll do some research for the pod, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, other than that, I'm like you, Michael Jackson TikToks.
Yeah. Wait, okay, talking about Paradise and podcasts. Have we talked about this? Did you know that Sterling K. Brown's wife hosts the Paradise, like, official companion podcast?
I did not know this. No. Are you familiar with his wife?
Yes. Yeah. I mean, she's
Okay.
also in Paradise season 2.
Is she really?
Yeah, she doesn't have like a huge role. She might just be in an episode or two. But I was like going to go look up the companion podcast because I was like, oh, maybe I'll listen. I hear some of this. And then I saw who was hosting it, and I was like, is that Sterling? I was like, is that who I think that is? And yeah, and Sterling K. Brown comes on there a bunch too. But yeah, she hosts it. It's actually a pretty good listen. I would, once you've gotten through like the season and then season 2, go listen to it.
Okay, I will. I like them. They're a cute couple.
They're very cute. Yeah, they're funny.
Mm-hmm. They are. They are. Any movie news on your end?
Honestly, no. I didn't really see a lot of stuff come out. Did you see anything? Did you hear anything big?
I saw when I was watching Michael, I saw a preview for the Hunger Games. So yeah, looking forward to that. To be honest, I can't remember what movie I thought it was, but I definitely thought it was like a concert thing, and I was like, oh no, this is the Hunger Games. So
sound like somebody in the Capitol. Did you read the book for that one? Have you read any of the books, or are you just excited for it? Okay.
I have not read.
You just said you want less screen time, so sorry, I assumed you could have read.
To be honest, though, I saw the Hunger Games. Other than that,
Jahsleighe, they're really good. Those are really good books too. Like,
okay,
they're easy to read.
When does it come out?
November. It's a while away.
Okay, I'm gonna work on it. In other news, did you know that Ellen DeGeneres is returning to voice Dory in the new short out of Pixar's Finding Nemo universe? Did you know?
What short is she doing? Like, what is it? Dory's doing what?
I don't know. Just keep swimming.
Well, this is your news bit. You brought it up.
AI didn't generate a summary for me. I don't know.
Jeez. It can't just be Finding Dory 3? Like, they're not doing, like, a whole new one?
I don't know. I think it's going to be, like, maybe a little short, like a little... I'm just repeating what they said, but yeah. Other news, though, besides me not knowing anything about the Dory sequel or whatever, Helena Bonham Carter leaving the White Lotus. I want to know what happened.
Yeah, I don't know, because I think the news thing had said she like was on set and everything. So, like, do you think her and Mike White got into a disagreement, or?
I don't know.
She's a pretty big star to be on that show, so I feel like she's probably used to not in a negative way. I feel like she's maybe used to her way going. So maybe her and Mike White got into like a creative argument over like what was going to happen. I
don't know. Do you think she's? I don't know. Was she a drama queen? But I don't know.
I mean, Mike White's kind of a drama queen, so
that's just the guy he was on Survivor, right?
Yes, he was on the most recent season of Survivor too. Yeah. So I wonder who they're gonna recast for her.
I don't know. I wonder who's gonna spill the tea, to be honest.
But the White Lotus seasons are always having some drama. Like the last season, there was a lot of drama. Like I feel like there's always stuff going on those that TV set.
That's true. It's like you give people a nice vacation, and that's what happens.
Yeah, you put actors in a hotel for 8 months, and they just like go a little crazy.
To be honest, that's kind of crazy when you think about it, though. I was thinking about this when we did You, Me, and Tuscany. It's like, yeah, that's really nice that, like, you get to spend 3 months, like, in Tuscany. But also, it's like, I wouldn't want to do a movie, like, in June, July, August. Well, I feel like that would be nice. It would be kind of like a summer vacation. Like, I don't want to do a movie, like, November, December, January. I'm going to miss out on Christmas and Thanksgiving. Like, you probably have little breaks, but still...
Yeah.
Anyway.
I mean, that's why it's interesting that they're recast. This will have to be recast because White Lotus films for a long time. Like, it's, I think, 8 or 10 months. Like, I feel like that's a big commitment to, like, get someone looped into, so.
Yeah. And you got to make sure someone's right for the job. Mm-hmm. But moving right along, someone who was definitely right for the job was Jafar Jackson in the movie Michael, the movie that we have reviewed that we are reviewing and talking about this week. So a quick synopsis from Rotten Tomatoes. Michael is the cinematic portrayal of the life and legacy of one of the most influential artists the world has ever known. The film tells the story of Michael Jackson's life beyond the music, tracing his journey from the discovery of his extraordinary talent as the lead of the Jackson 5. I realize that I cannot read every time I do these things. Tracing his journey from the discovery of his extraordinary talent as the lead of the Jackson 5 to the visionary artist whose creative ambition fueled a relentless pursuit to become the biggest entertainer in the world. Highlighting both his life off stage and some of the most important iconic performances from his early solo career, the film gives audiences a front row seat to Michael Jackson as never before. This is where his story begins. It comes in with a Rotten Tomatoes score of a 38% because, like we know, there are haters in the world, but a popcorn meter of 97%. Miss Catherine Rowe, Duchess of Owensboro, how did you like this film? Did you hee all the way or what?
Well, I feel like maybe we're gonna represent the Rotten Tomato and the popcorn meter because I think I have an idea about your feelings of the movie, and I didn't love it that much actually.
Oh,
I did hee a little bit. Yeah, no, I think it's fun when we don't share the same opinion. Yeah. I thought that Jafar Jackson did an amazing job as Michael Jackson. I thought that the performances were really good, and I thought that the best parts of the movie were the songs and performances, and I think just overall I didn't feel like it added a lot to like my understanding of Michael Jackson.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it took too much of like an overall look. Like there was too many years that it spanned. It jumped too many times, and I wish maybe it had like just maybe like focused a little bit more into something instead of like doing his younger and then like his older parts too. But I thought that the acting was really amazing. I thought that, his parents did a really great job, and yeah, the music sounded really great. And I feel like you could really tell that Jafar put a lot of commitment into it and really like cared about, respecting his uncle and everything. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I didn't hate it. I also don't really love biopics. Like, they're not my favorite type of movie. I think that there's, like, no way to summarize a whole person's life into one movie, especially someone like Michael Jackson, who had a lot in his life, like, artistry-wise and personal life-wise, that there's just, like, too much to put into a movie, which we can talk about. There's potentially maybe going to be a second one, so I don't know what's happening with that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a hater on it. I guess I wasn't expecting a lot from a biopic, and I didn't like take that much away from it. So
okay, that's good.
Yeah,
it's 38%. But before we get into our talk or discussion, I do want to shout out to the cast and crew. The director was Antoine Fuqua. He directed Training Day and Equalizer. Are some of his known films. Are you familiar with him?
I'm familiar with those movies, but I didn't know that he directed those.
Yeah. And then, like you mentioned, we had Jafar Jackson. No acting credits other than this. And as you mentioned, he is Michael Jackson's nephew, son of Jermaine Jackson. I did watch a TikTok before this, and he said that, he really didn't have any interest in acting. He was like, I grew up wanting to be a golfer, and then I was a singer.
Okay.
And and then he said he came about the role was like I think one of the producers of Bohemian Rhapsody, which is the Queen biopic, which I'm a fan of Bohemian Rhapsody. I really like that movie. He saw that they were making a Michael movie, and he was like, "Oh, I wonder who's going to play Michael." And then he was like not thinking like himself, but he said that the person reached out to him, and then he had to do some training, and he had to do a lot of training, almost like years worth of training, before he even got the role. And then once he got the role, he had to do more training. So,
dang. I mean, it really showed in his like acting and dancing and singing, which is like very spot on.
Yeah, I thought he did a great job playing Joe Jackson, Michael Jackson's dad. You had Coleman Domingo. Playing his mother, you had Nia Long. Katherine didn't know who Nia Long was, but it's okay.
I do now.
For listeners, for context, one day, it was actually last Mother's Day.
Oh my God, was it? That's funny.
Yeah, and I saw Nia Long. I know exactly where I was. I saw Nia Long eating at the Serafina outside in the meatpacking district, and I walked past and said, "That's Nia Long," and I texted Katherine. Were we meeting each other that day?
I think we were. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, Nia Long's at the Serafina.
And I tried
like,
to fake
outside
it.
Outside. Yeah.
Didn't know her. I know her now.
But anyway. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You had Lorenz Tate, Miles Teller, and I believe the younger Michael Jackson was Juliana Valdi. Is that right?
I think it's also his first acting role. Younger Michael Jackson.
Oh, Giuliano Valdi. But he did a good job too.
Yeah, and we had the guy who played Quincy Jones from Insecure.
Lorenz Tate?
Yes.
Oh wait, no. Yeah.
No. Sorry, I'm trying to find his name right now. Kendrick Sampson.
Yeah. And then Lorenz Tate played what was it? David Gordy.
I think Barry Gordy. Yeah.
Barry Gordy. Do you know who his children are?
Barry Gordy? No.
His sons are. LMFAO.
Really?
Yes.
That's that. You know what? That makes sense. That's funny. No, I didn't include that in at all.
Yes. I was like, I found this out like a year or two ago, and I was like, what?
I didn't know who Barry Gordy was, to be honest. I knew that Quincy Jones was like, okay.
I'm joking.
Did you know who Barry Gordy was?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I did not. But I did know who Quincy Jones was, and I did know that he was like produced a lot of Michael Jackson's like first solo albums. But I hadn't heard of Barry Gordy before. But that's very cool. That makes sense about his sons.
Listeners, Barry Gordy is the founder of Motown, and the father of LMFAO. Barry Gordy is still alive at 96, by the way.
Dang. Okay. Good for you, Barry Gordy.
Yeah. All right. So that's the cast. So, okay, Katherine. So you said generally, like, you like the performances, but...
Yeah, I just think that the movie... Honestly, I think that... I mean, it's a great time if you want to see some amazing Michael Jackson performances and see a lot of his songs, but I honestly feel like you could get that from watching them on YouTube. And I don't feel like a lot of the other stuff like added more to like how I viewed Michael Jackson as a person. I really liked the scene where he was coming up with, I think, Beat It, and it was showing him like watching some of the stuff on the news and then him talking with the people in the dance studio and like coming up with the dance. Like I like that part where they were getting into like how Michael Jackson like thinks creatively, but yeah, I don't know. I just don't think that it was like it was just too broad of a look of Michael Jackson to like really get into it. Yeah, I think just like the time jumping and all, like it would just go like time jump performance. So like I had a great time watching all of his performances and songs and stuff, but I just feel like it was kind of too broad of a look at it. and didn't, tell a lot more of the stuff of his life.
Okay. All right. Well, I actually really liked it. Yeah. Yeah, I did really like it. Like the performances were really good. I actually learned, or I left knowing more, I think, about Michael Jackson. And one thing that I heard some like critics say, I saw a TikTok. I can't, I've been reading books, not articles. But we in the movie, spoiler alert, we're entering spoiler territory. There was a scene where he gets his nose done and like he gets like a rhinoplasty, and they were just talking about how like that kind of showed how he was self-conscious and how he wanted his face to be symmetrical. You kind of got that insight into like Michael Jackson, or like at least you got those like feelings for him, and I think the critics said that they wanted more of that, but I don't know. I kind of have to disagree because I was like, I had a lot of feelings, like because like first you have his childhood and how he didn't really have a childhood. You had how like no one wanted, like he didn't really have any friends, like. You had that one scene his brothers didn't play Twister with him. You also saw that like he was a bit of a perfectionist, like he was a little self-conscious, like and then like he really didn't have any privacy, like I was like, dang, like he went through a lot, and I don't know, like I definitely like think about it today, like I was working and I was like, dang, he really did go through a lot.
He had a lot in his life.
Yeah, so and like him like wanting to go solo, but like not being able to like stand up to his dad, and the vitiligo, like they touched upon the vitiligo. I was like,
which I didn't know about that, so that was something that I learned from the movie.
Yeah, I was like, if they touched on any more like psychology and the stuff that he had to go through, I fear that I may like it would have been too much.
No, I agree. They definitely brought up a lot of that stuff, but they also like every other scene was him getting a new animal, and I was like, I get it. He's awkward with people and he likes animals. Like I understand that. I don't need to see another scene with him and this little monkey or the giraffe. I was like,
don't do bubbles like that. I will say one thing. One thing though that did kind of throw me off was the transitions, because it was like Jackson 5 and Gary, Indiana, and then it was like boom, we're in California, and I was like, oh, what happened there? But I think to your point, I think they were trying to squeeze a lot in there, and he just like did a lot. Like there were a lot of albums, and stuff, and so they were just kind of like, all right, like let's get things. Let's put pieces together. I would say also, as far as like pieces together, so because I thought, like I said, I thought the transitions could be a little, like we're a little choppy sometimes, but according to my research today, so Diana Ross was originally supposed to be in the movie. Kat Graham was casted as her. Even if you go on Rotten Tomatoes, like Kat Graham is listed as a cast member. Wow. But yikes. Apparently Diana Ross like didn't want to be in the film, didn't want to be like involved. So they had to cut some pieces. And so one movie Michael Jackson was in was The Wiz. That came out before Off the Wall. And so apparently there was some The Wiz scenes, as well as like a scene with like him and Diana Ross at Studio 54. But that kind of got cut, so.
Interesting. Yeah. Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I wonder what other kind of like parts, because like the family was very involved in this movie, so like I wonder what other kind of parts got cut.
Well, and I mean we kind of touched on it earlier, but I know that was kind of something I was thinking going into it, because they had to redo some of the ending of this movie and move some stuff around. Because they realized, I think either after filming or during filming, that a part of Michael Jackson's like legal settlement agreement with one of the people who had accused him was that like the story could not be used in any kind of production. So they had to remove some of that, because they addressed some of the child abuse allegations like in the movie. They had brought that up as like a thing, but that had to get removed. And I think that was like more of the later half of the movie. They had brought some of that stuff up. So I don't know if they had to like reshoot stuff, but that was kind of where it kind of felt like maybe they just like added some random stuff in, like maybe the Diana Ross stuff like that you mentioned had gotten taken out and added. Like I feel like that might have affected the flow of the movie and why it kind of felt like a little bit more discombobulated. Which is like, I mean, that's the family has to, you know, abide legally, and I understand they couldn't maybe know that going into it. But, and I think even that, like, I was glad that the family was involved in it. I was glad that, like, his nephew was able to be there to, like, pay respect to it. But I also think it's, like, interesting to watch a movie about a guy that, like, his family is telling you that. And I, like, sometimes it's like, is this an unbiased perspective, but it's respectful to the family, and it's, like, what the family wants you to know about it. So I thought that was, like, kind of an interesting dynamic to know that the family was, like, heavily involved in it. But I was at least glad that it was his nephew, and, you know, he did a good job.
Yeah, and apparently some family was not so for the movie. Notably Janet Jackson. She is not mentioned in the film at all, but according to my TikTok research, this is why my screen time is up. Okay. According to my TikTok research, she went to the showing, and they showed like all the family, and she had notes, and they said she had a lot of notes. Like she didn't like the makeup, she didn't like how they were walking, and I mean, you know, you have siblings, you have family. I'm sure that didn't go over well. So she wasn't involved, and allegedly, his daughter Paris Jackson didn't want to be involved in it. But Prince Jackson, his son, I think he is a producer of the film. So it was about like, cool. So some people definitely weren't like for it. Some people. Yeah.
I mean, the Jackson family is so big that I feel like there's no way that everyone would agree with that. Okay, I'm glad you brought up Janet Jackson, though, because I was having this like crisis watching the movie. Because, like you said, Janet is not mentioned. And I was like, is Janet Jackson's real name Latoya? And I was like, did I not know this about her? No. And I'm like, well, they're not bringing it up at all. And I'm like, are they going to address this? I didn't realize that he had another sister. And then I was like, is Janet Jackson not Michael Jackson's sister? Like, am I stupid? And then afterwards, I was like, okay, no, they just didn't bring her up. And one of the other brothers, too, I think. So
I saw an interview with Janet Jackson today, and I was like, wow, they really do like look and sound alike. Like, so they're definitely siblings. On my TikTok though, and they keep bringing up like the Jackson siblings. They keep bringing up Randy Jackson, as in the ex American Idol Randy Jackson. I don't think he's related to them. There is a Randy Jackson, a part of the Jackson 5, but it's not that Randy Jackson, y'all. Like, stop showing that man as Randy Jackson, because y'all have me second guessing.
It almost makes me surprised that Randy Jackson of American Idol did not change his name, because, you know what I mean, or like go by a different name.
Well, I mean, if you're getting pictures saying that you're Michael Jackson's brother, I mean, there are worse things to be. Him. Yeah.
Like, he's like, hi, I'm Randy Jackson. They're like, oh, about the Jackson? He's like,
Jackson 5?
Yeah. You see? We've cracked how he made his career.
But you said that one thing that you were kind of going on in your head is Latoya, Janet Jackson. One thing that I was doing in my head during the movie was how old Michael Jackson was and all of these things. And I started to try to work. I didn't get very far, to be honest. I started to try to work back. I was like, okay, he died in 2009. I think he was 51. He was 50 when he passed. But I was like, so what year was he born? And then, like, as we were going, like, 1970, you know, let's say I probably, once again, should put my phone down, because I was like, I think he's, like, 20-ish here. But I did put in our little discussion notes for you the ages that he came out.
Okay.
Yeah. So he came out with Off the Wall at age 20, if you were wondering. So,
wow.
So when he was in his room getting that nose job, he was about 20, like 20, maybe 21. Yeah.
Wow.
And then Thriller came out when he was 24.
That's crazy.
So, yeah. So he was pretty young. Because I was wondering, I was like, wow, he is like...
Yeah.
Because it really started because he was still living at home. And I was like, how old is he? Like, you know, like, what is...
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is the ages, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, if you were wondering. And then he came out with Bad at 29.
So, by the time he was about our age, he had released all of these albums, which is crazy to think about, that he was that young and doing that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he didn't have a childhood. He started when it was...
Yeah.
These are all his, like... They... AI sourced asked me if I wanted to do the Jackson 5 albums, and I said no. But also one thing that I learned from the movie was the Victory Tour. I did not know that, like, he did not have, like, a Thriller tour. I did not know that he, like, released Thriller.
Yeah.
And then Joe Jackson was like, you should go on tour with your brothers.
Yeah.
Which is something. Which is definitely something. And I can see why he was over it. I think everybody knows why he was over it.
Yeah, it was interesting to see the stuff with his dad and the stuff with the tour and him doing it for his family and everything. And that was actually something that I thought, and this is not an original thought. I was listening to an episode of a podcast on a Higher Learning. It's called that they were talking about Michael, and they interviewed the actor who plays Quincy Jones in the movie. And they were talking about how it would have been interesting if maybe the movie had focused on, like, just his making of Thriller and, like, just the making of, like, the album into the tour. And so that's where I think the movie, because I thought that stuff was really interesting, like, that dynamic between, like, he's supporting his family and his relationship with his dad. And so that's where I was like, maybe if they had just focused on, like, Thriller as the album and the music video and then that leading into the tour, that could have been, like, a little bit more of, like, a focused look where you would, like, look at his creativity and his artistry and his family stuff, because I didn't know that either about the tour and him not going on the solo album of it. I mean, it was funny because I feel like even, at least the way they showed it, that even though it was technically a Jackson 5, like, family tour, it was just the Michael Jackson tour. Like, his brothers were basically just his band while he was singing his famous songs.
Yeah. Like, if I bought tickets to that tour, am I hearing... Do I want to hear I Want You Back, or do I want to hear Thriller? Like, let's be real. Do I want to hear PYT, or do I want to hear ABC? Like, let's be real here.
It's like, do you buy the album, or do you buy the tour, like the concert tickets for the opener, or do you buy it for the main show? And it's like, the opener's cool. Yeah. Like, that's fun. You're going to see them, but, like, you're there for the main people, you know? Yeah.
As I was watching the movie, I was like, there's no way that, like, he's going to do this tour. And I'm like, he did the tour? I'm like, what? Well, I wasn't like, there's no way, but I'm like, maybe they're the opener and then he's like the main show. But no, they were all on that line. I was like, wow. Allegedly, according to some TikToks, once again, my screen time is up. They didn't, like, rehearse together. Apparently there was, like, a Victory album, Jackson 5 album, and Michael Jackson did not want to rehearse any of those songs on the album. They rarely, like, rehearsed together. Allegedly his brothers flew commercial, he flew private, and they didn't really, like, talk to each other.
Dang.
These are all allegeds. I cannot confirm nor deny. But I think everybody can agree that, like, he just kind of announced that, like, this was, like, the last tour, like, on the last day. I think that's pretty true, and that no one knew that was going to happen. So,
yeah. I mean, you would think they would guess it. It feels like all of them, at least the way the movie portrayed it, it seemed like they all knew that he was, like, ready and had wanted to go solo for a while. So
yeah, but I think they were like, I mean, they're like, we're kind of living large. Like, we're making a lot of money.
Yeah,
we're traveling. Like, we're gonna keep
just backup singers, if we're being honest at the end of the day.
They're the Jackson 5.
But at that point, when they're doing the concert, like, they essentially were his backup singers and guitarists.
Yeah. That's something, though, because I just know, like, the dynamic of, like, like if they came out, like if the Jacksons came out, I would have been like, woo. But when Michael came out and sang PYT, I would be like, what?
Yeah.
And I just know that was the dynamic. Like, we're not going to be guys. Let's be nice to them too. Like, we want to see Michael. I do have one analysis. Well, one question I have to ask you. And I almost sent you a couple BuzzFeed quizzes to take. So this movie takes place in the 60s, the 70s, and the 80s. If you could get in a little time machine relating to Back to the Future, which decade would you go back to? The 60s, 70s, or 80s?
Yeah, I don't know too much historically. How do we separate these decades?
Okay, yeah.
But if I'm just looking at the albums, which you put here, I'm going to go with the 80s because the 80s has Thriller and Bad, which are my favorite of the albums that we have listed here. So I'd probably pick the 80s.
Yeah. Okay. I was very perplexed in this question. Well, first of all, I asked this question before I even saw the movie. And I asked this question kind of frequently. My real answer would be the 1920s, which I didn't.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I would be a Harlem Renaissance flapper dress kind of girl.
Great Gatsby girl, yeah.
Yes, yeah. I think that would be my vibe.
Yeah. I mean, I know that about you, yeah.
However, I think I also would like the 60s. If it wasn't the 60s, maybe the 80s. I do like a lot of 80s music, though. So, yeah. I feel like the 80s was a vibe. Sometimes I watch Degrassi, but it's like Degrassi Junior High. It was like the first Degrassi. It was filmed in the 80s, and I really like that movie. I mean, that show. So, I think I would choose the 60s and the 80s and the 70s. So, yeah. But the 80s did have some good music. You know? What was the character in Back to the Future?
Marty McFly?
Yes. I would have just been flying back. Yeah.
Have you seen that movie?
Yeah, well, I saw the Broadway show first,
okay.
Not having seen the movie, and I was like, oh, wait, this is pretty good. It got me on the edge of my seat. And then I saw the movie, so.
This made me want to go watch the MJ Broadway musical, Sing This.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't seen it. But, yeah.
Yeah. I always kind of saved that one for, like, if I had family or friends in town who wanted to go see a Broadway show, and look at me, never going seeing that. Yeah.
Maybe we'll have to go see it next time you're in town.
Don't treat me like a tourist, Catherine.
Well,
don't do that.
Don't move away from the city.
I want to go see an intellectually stimulating Broadway show. Don't do that.
We don't know that MJ is not intellectually stimulating.
Yeah,
we don't know that.
Yeah, but it's like I can go see the weird ones. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Don't.
Does your zip code start with a 10 anymore?
Don't stop. When I'm entering the lottery, I think last time when I was there when I entered the lottery, I think I put my old zip code.
You can put my zip code. Yeah, it doesn't matter. What are they gonna do? Arrest you? Like the Broadway police?
I was cracking up when I went to. Also, this is a shout out to the iPic Theater in Midtown Atlanta. I think it's called iPic. It's spelled IPIC.
Yeah, iPic.
I went to go see this movie with my family. Some of my like aunts, uncles, my parents. I've never been to the theater, and as an A-lister, I usually try to go to AMC. But we got together and went to this one. Very nice. The seats were very nice, and then my mom, we walk in, and she's like, "Oh, I should have brought my blanket." And they had rolled up blankets on the seat. Okay. Yeah, it's one of those dine-in theaters. Yeah, and they had popcorn, and they were like, "Would you like some?" Like you could add stuff to your popcorn. It was like either churro, cheddar, or or like truffle, like Parmesan, and
Okay,
I got
bougie.
the cheddar.
Mm.
I know it was a very bougie area, and it's very close to my job. And I did look today. I was like, wait, do they have like a membership? Because I could just like leave. I saw one, but I didn't look too hard.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's like an A-list thing.
Yeah. I was gonna say because there's one
like,
near my job as well, so I've been curious about it. So good to know it's a good.
Oh, really?
Experience. Yeah, there's one down in Seaport.
They're really nice. I know. Is it kind of like on the water?
Yes.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, I fear they may be a little dangerous though, because AMC. You have your AMC snacks. I fear that I might get that Caesar salad or some sliders. I feel like that's gonna run up my budget.
Because they take it to your seat as well. Like
Oh yeah. You have a full menu.
That's easier to spend money right there. You don't even have to get up.
Imagine me leaving work, going to see a movie. It's my dinner. Throw in an appetizer. Throw in a shareable. It's just me. I'm not sharing it. Throw a little blanket.
You're gonna be passed out is what you're gonna be. Like fed and with a blanket, you're gonna be not seeing any of these movies.
Don't let it be Marvel. Okay, no, I'm joking. I don't fall asleep in Marvel movies.
Dune, 45 minutes in, you're just like snuggled up in your blanket. We're reviewing it, and you're just like, we can review the first hour. After that, I'm gone.
After they call the first worm, I'm like, look. I didn't see anything else.
Oh, goodness.
Beautiful scenes. The sand was amazing. All right, going back to the movie, did you have a favorite character? Did you have a least favorite character of this movie?
My least favorite character was probably Bubbles, because I don't like monkeys. And I don't think they should be domesticated, and it's probably because of Nope, honestly, that it freaks me out thinking about that. So Bubbles, I was like, I'm glad he rescued him. Give him to a zoo or something.
Wait, did you know that Bubbles is still alive?
I don't give a crap about Bubbles or his life.
Bubbles is still alive.
I don't want follow up on Bubbles. That's good. I'm glad he's still alive.
Michael Jackson put in his will money
really?
to keep for like his caring. I think he's in maybe Houston now or something.
Oh, interesting. I was just in Houston. I could have seen him.
You could
go tell him I don't like him in person. So he was my
throws a rock at him.
He was my least favorite character. My favorite, I think Jafar Jackson did an amazing job. He was amazing at that. He did really just like a great job of this. You could see his dedication. I also really liked both of the I did really like Nia Long as the mom, but I really like both the producers. I wish they had showed more of, what's his name, Barry Gordy? Is that his name? Mm-hmm. I wish they had kind of gone more into that relationship and a little bit more into the Quincy Jones relationship, because I thought both those actors did a really good job, and I thought it was like interesting to see them like pushing Michael creatively and kind of like showing him how to do all this stuff. So I liked them a lot, and I wish they had showed a little bit more of that.
Yeah, I feel like they definitely probably, if Diana Ross was in it, because Diana Ross was also signed with Motown.
Yeah.
And Quincy Jones was, I think he produced the score of The Wiz. So I definitely think that there are more scenes somewhere. Mm-hmm. You can, join a hackathon and try to get the content.
I'll let someone else do it. And then when it airs on TikTok, I'll watch it. Like, I'm not putting any effort.
You know what they should do?
What?
They should release this on DVD.
They should.
And you know how DVD had all the deleted scenes and stuff? Mm-hmm. They should have a Diana Ross deleted scene, like the whole thing.
Or like, when they do like movies like director's cut edition, they should do like Michael, the Diana Ross cut edition.
Yes. Okay, side note though, whenever they do those director's cuts, I'm like, I don't know what they cut. I watch it and I'm like, wait, what's the difference?
Yeah. No, sometimes unless it's like a really obvious scene, I'm like, what did we cut here? Like, what am I getting extra? Like,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
But as far as my favorite characters, I'm with you. Jafar, round of applause.
He did great.
Okay, Oscar nomination.
I could see.
Do you think they'll nominate him?
I could see it. Or is this eligible for a Grammy?
Maybe.
Like soundtrack. I could. Well, I guess it's not an original song, so no, I don't think it is. I could see him getting nominated. I mean, Timothée Chalamet was nominated for his Bob Dylan one, so I could see it.
Would you think people will push back, being like it's in his blood? You know,
I don't see him winning. But you know, actually, I don't think I do because he's in the lead. So I wouldn't see him winning it, but I could see him getting nominated for it.
Yeah. I think if people are like okay with him being his nephew, he should definitely get nominated.
I mean, the Smashing Machine, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, like we said, played himself in that movie, and he got nominated. So, it's like,
I definitely think he should be nominated. Like,
yeah.
I think the only thing, I'm not a part of the Academy. Winston Duke is a part of the Academy, though. So Winston, give me some insight on this. I think like if people are fine with him literally being like Michael Jackson's blood relative, then yes, he should definitely be nominated because the dancing, everything, the singing, beautiful, chef's kiss, like. But yeah. Anyway, so Jafar Jackson, he was my favorite character. I also like The Bodyguard.
Oh yeah, I like The Bodyguard too, Bill.
Yeah. Thought he was a good touch. Least favorite character.
I forgot about The Bodyguard. He was one of my favorite parts of the movie. I really liked his relationship with Michael. That was very sweet.
Yeah. Least favorite character? The brothers, because they didn't play Twister with him. Just kidding. No,
they were adult men. Okay.
See, that's why I felt bad for Michael. See, that's why I was sitting at my desk today feeling bad for Michael, because I'm like, well, like, one guy was like, I got a family. And it's like, yeah. And Michael's like, okay, you know?
Yeah. And his mom was like, it's okay. Come watch cartoons with me.
Yeah. And he never had a childhood.
Yeah.
Like, he probably never did a spelling bee, you know? Like,
well, he only knew how to spell the words in Peter Pan, so we wouldn't have gotten far.
I will say this. You can definitely tell that, like, he really worked hard and, like, was, like, a perfectionist. And, like, he was, like, you could tell, like, he studied music. You could tell, like, he read. Even the scene with Miles Teller.
Yeah. Miles Teller as himself, basically. Like...
You could tell that, like, he knows, like, he was like, oh, like, you work with the Beach Boys. Like, you could tell, like, he knows, like, the business. Like, he studied it.
Yeah.
He put his all in it. One of the reasons why Beyonce is one of my favorite artists is because you know that girl works hard. Or woman. You know she puts her all in that. And even, like, Taylor Swift. I'll give Taylor Swift her credit because I...
Thank you.
You could just tell when artists work hard and, like, they do their homework. They're like, this is my job and I'm going to deliver. I look at some concert footage. I'm like, I went to 2 Beyonce concerts. Y'all better come with it.
No, I agree. I really like the parts where they showed, like, what he was inspired by, like, when he was watching the zombie movie, and even just some of the cartoons with his mom. Like, I loved seeing, like, how he was so creative and, like, what he took inspiration by. And I agree. Like, I feel like that's why he was such a great artist. And it did make me be like, wow, I wish I could go back in time and go to a Michael Jackson concert like that.
Girl, I would have been he-hand. No phones, just like I'm just like I'm about to moonwalk in my apartment now. Okay.
Yeah, I won't do that, but.
Anyway, so that was my favorite character was Jafar, maybe the bodyguard.
Yeah.
I said my least favorite was the brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, Joe Jackson, he scared me, but I think he scared everybody.
Yeah.
Maybe the snake. I didn't like how he had that snake on my couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was creepy.
Yeah.
I certainly wouldn't live with Michael Jackson. Like, when I saw all the animals walking around, I was like, ooh, I'm gonna have to get me an apartment on my own.
Apparently, he did live in New York while filming The Wiz. So, yeah. Yeah. I'm like, Michael, you don't want to get your own place? Yeah. Would you move out, or would you suggest Michael to move out?
Yeah, it is. Oh, I don't know. I kind of go back and forth because he did seem really close with certain family members, and I do feel like family can keep you grounded. But also, his dad was very toxic. I was like, maybe get like a mother-in-law suite on the same grounds so you can have a little. Well, he had like a little studio, but also, I mean, to your point earlier with the albums, he was 20 and 24 making these. Like this was not like a 35-year-old man. Like he was still pretty young. A lot of people live with their parents in their 20s, so you know, I don't know if I'd be like, go get an apartment by yourself in an LA when you don't have any friends and your only friend is Bubbles. You know, I think maybe he needed some human interaction. So.
Yeah, I could see why he was still at home. Yeah, I think if I was Michael Jackson, you know,
I would kick his dad out. Like,
yeah, but no, he couldn't even like he couldn't even like look him in the eye sometimes, let alone kick him out. Come on. Yeah. I think, which he probably did. Like, I would probably have like an apartment in like New York or something, and just be like, oh, okay, I'm going to New York for a bit. I'll be back. Yeah. But all right. What I'm interested to know this because I saw on Letterboxd you logged the movie, but I didn't see anything. What is this Letterboxd score, Katherine?
What's Letterboxd score and where I rank it on my list as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't decided what I want to rank it. Here, it's either going to be a 2.5 or a 3 is where it's going to be at, if we're being honest. Just because I loved the music, but I just don't think that was anything original to the movie. But that was like my favorite part of the whole thing, so it might be a 2.5, 3. Maybe a 3, maybe a 2.5. I haven't decided, so we'll see. Where it's gonna go on my list. I'm sorry, this is about to go low. I do apologize. I think
she said she'll go to a Michael Jackson concert.
I would. The best part of the movie was them just doing 4-minute Michael Jackson songs. So
before you tell me where you rank it, what was your favorite performance of the movie?
I did really like the parts where he was putting Beat It together. So I liked that one a lot. But then the Billie Jean at like whatever the awards that he did,
Motown.
Yeah, that one was really good. That was probably my favorite one, Billie Jean. What about you?
I kind of like the Human Nature one. I thought that one was good. Yeah.
They were all good. They were all like.
Shout out to Jafar. Shout out to
Michael Jackson. He has so many good songs.
He does.
Okay, I want it to be above Wicked for Good. But we've come to the middle of the pack where I am once again struggling. I think that I am going to put it below Roommates. Wow. If we're going to be honest. Here's the thing. I would rewatch Roommates before I would rewatch this movie because if I wanted to have this experience of the movie, I would just go watch Michael Jackson's performances on YouTube or listen to his album before I would probably rewatch this movie, you know?
Okay. Whatever floats your boat.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think I might, if I have time, I might go see it. I don't think I will, but I enjoyed it. I really did.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun to see in theaters. Like, it's fun to see his performances up on the big screen and to hear it in all of that.
Yeah. It definitely probably won't hit the same on my TV. All right. Time for me. Ooh.
What'd you get on Letterboxd?
Like this. Thank you. I gave it 4 stars on Letterboxd. Just because some of the transitions were a little choppy. You could tell that they cut some stuff out.
Where are we going?
think I'm gonna put it, honestly, at number 6, above the drama, but below Wake Up Dead Man. The music really, I'm still on the music high.
This was better than the drama.
You, Me, and Tuscany is above the drama. So, like, don't come for me.
So true.
You, Me, and Tuscany and People We Meet on Vacation. You, Me, and Tuscany and People We Meet on Vacation are above One Battle After Another. So do not come for me.
That was one of my mom's favorite part about our podcast is how much you love rom-coms. So
yes,
I was like,
we need
me
more
too.
rom-coms. All these serious movies, like, ugh, yeah.
Oh
But
gosh.
you know, I feel like we're getting into like a rock and roll. I don't know, but like I was watching the previews. Like we got some good films coming up. So I'm pretty excited. Got Devil Wears Prada too. I do want to see The Invite. That's what like they get it. Have you been showing up to the movies late?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I took a nap before this movie. I woke up just a little bit before it started. So.
So actually, I'm not going to tell you what's coming up. I'm just going to let you
really?
arrive early one day.
Not likely. The Invite. That's a movie that's coming up with who?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Yes. The A24. Mm-hmm. Thank you. Seth Rogen, Penelope Cruz, Olivia Wilde. Thank you.
But that's coming up. Supergirl. We're about to hit Supergirl territory.
Exciting. I'm
this
ready.
year is flying by. Merry Christmas.
Okay. Relax.
What are you asking Santa for?
This is a good for you to come visit me in New York. This is gonna be a good summer of movies, I think.
No, I'm like legit like I'm getting so emotional just thinking about Christmas time in New York. Like, no, I really do want to go.
Okay, we have to hit summer already, so let's just get through that.
Oh, I know, but I think I'm gonna have my April and autumn like.
Okay, I support that. You do that, and I support that.
Anyway, but all right. So stay tuned next week. Next week we'll have a surprise next week. We're not going to reveal it now, but it'll be a surprise. But we will be reviewing The Devil Wears Prada 2. So if you have not seen The Devil Wears Prada 1, make sure you guys go see that. And we will chat to you all next week. And also keep in mind that there is 170 days until Halloween, 214 days until Thanksgiving, and 242 days until Christmas. Let me know if you want me to add your birthday to the countdown, Catherine.
Oh, always. And also, everybody can find us and follow us where? And subscribe.
Oh, yeah. If you want to keep listening and get some more content, you can find us on TikTok and Instagram at alisters_pod. That is ALISTERS_pod, POD. And then you can email us at moviesandYap@gmail.com. So that's moviesandYap@gmail.com.
Yeah.
But thank you for joining.
Just read what you wrote for the summary for this week. So excited to post that. Oh my gosh. All right.
AI can't do it. AI can't take over us.
AI can never have creativity like that. All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.